Hello, good evening and welcome to Parkhead, where you're just in time to join us for the second leg of the Bells League Cup semi-final between Celtic and Dundee United. The match nicely poised at 1-1. Also in tonight's programme, details of the other League Cup semi-final being played at Dens Park between Dundee and Ayr United. And later on, also in tonight's programme, an interview with the new manager of Hibernian Football Club, Bertie Hall. But it's just coming up to kick-off time here at Parkhead. Let's first of all get the details of both teams and commentary from Jock Brown.
Celtic, not surprisingly, unchanged on the side which won 4-1 at Broomfield Park on Saturday. That means that Mark Reid and John Weir retain their first team places with a front three of McCluskey, McGarvey and Nicholas. And there's a man who might well have been making his international debut this afternoon in Dublin for the Republic of Ireland against Cyprus. Pat Bonner, the Celtic goalkeeper, withdrawn from the Republic of Ireland squad to remain at Celtic Park. There's Dundee United. They've got one change on the side, which beat St Mirren on Saturday, and that means Ian Gibson, who's cup-tied, is replaced by little Graham Payne. And there's Graham Payne wearing number 8, socks at the ankles, back in the side. And Celtic start the match. Davy Provan involved immediately, and the ball played a long way forward by Danny McGrain, testing out the conditions. The rain coming down in torrents here at Celtic Park. A miserable November evening in Glasgow. Well, the temperature, fortunately, is not too bad. Now here go United on the break. The first ball across, it's missed by the Celtic defence, and that's Paul Sturrock driving it wide. By Philip. It's up by Weir. The ball still high in the air. The free kick awarded for the push by Paul Sturrock and young Mark Reid. And I think that both sides will require some time to settle down. The surface very greasy indeed. The rain's been falling steadily for a long time here at Celtic Park, and the surface becoming more and more treacherous. So that well-timed tackle from Paul Hegarty giving a throw to Celtic. John Weir taking it. Here's Nicholas, marked by Neri. Still Charlie Nicholas, the support behind, but the pass is just beyond John Weir. There's Charlie Nicholas. Here's Sturrock. Pushed from behind by Reid, the free kick to United. Willie Pettigrew, scored 4 times this season. John Holt's free kick. Flicked on by Sturrock. Here's Pettigrew. That's a rather ambitious ball, just eluding Paul Sturrock. 19-year-old Mark Reid, his third first team match. That's cut off. Graham Payne. That's Philip opening up the play. Frank Coppell with a lot of room to work. On the far side is Davy Dodds. The cross in for Sturrock, and that's well read by Reid. McCluskey turning very well. John Weir coming clear. That's almost beyond Hegarty. The pace of McGarvey and the determination forcing Paul Hegarty to look very alert indeed. Good control from Weir. Now Provan. That's Eamon Bannon backtracking to send the ball back to McAlpine. Roy Aitken's header. Great control from McGrain. Frank Coppell takes it back from Philip. Save for Sturrock again. A good header. Now that's Payne. Sturrock. And that's a let-off in the heart of that Celtic defence. Paul Sturrock obviously regretting that one. He worked the 1-2 with Graham Payne. Very intelligent return ball from Payne, and Paul Sturrock, I don't think, could believe the room he had in that Celtic box, and the chance was gone. Now here's Bannon forcing his way forward, goes past McGrain. There's Payne, a great driven ball. Willie Pettigrew gives Dundee United a perfect start with 3 minutes on the clock. The forcing run from Eamon Bannon on the left caused the trouble. He got the ball inside to Graham Payne. That low driven ball was tailor-made for Willie Pettigrew to slide it into the far corner, and that gives United the lead. And there's Willie Pettigrew coming into that cross ball. All it required was a touch. Pettigrew was there, as he has been so often in his very fine career, to put United ahead. So, corner kick to Dundee United, coming off Danny McGrain, and cross from Bannon. We've already had a goal. This is the first corner kick of the match. Bannon aiming for Dodds. George McCluskey. Well read by Holt. That's Weir finding Provan. The space is there for McGarvey, and just look at Hamish McAlpine. Becoming an extra sweeper for Dundee United, and very effective indeed. Provan's throw. Dundee United defenders marking very closely indeed. It's Dodds. Chance now for McGarvey, back to Provan. Provan playing in a right midfield role, no touchline duty specifically tonight. And there's Frank Coppell. Ball kept in play, and Coppell recovers. A very experienced player, of course, Frank Coppell, 31 years old, but almost getting Celtic in. That's a fine tackle from McGrain, but no Celtic forward available. Here's young John Holt. Cut off by Provan. Phillip very quickly into the tackle. Payne finding Sturrock. A great run from Paul Sturrock. And Willie Pettigrew trying to hit that one very hard. Perhaps better to make sure he had contact with the ball. Out it comes from McAdam. It's Pettigrew again, the flag is up. And Willie Pettigrew already in these opening 6 minutes has caused the Celtic defence a great deal of anxiety. And in fact, rather than offside, it's a free kick to Dundee United. An infringement just outside the box. Perhaps a late tackle on Graham Payne, but the free kick in a very dangerous position with one or two players in this United side. Very good on the dead ball. So referee Brian McGinley of Balfron waving back the Celtic four-man wall. Now Willie Pettigrew scored from this distance many times before, but that time the wall blocks it. Back it goes, and this time the offside flag catches Pettigrew. And a bit of welcome respite for Pat Bonner in the Celtic goal. Willie Pettigrew had a very slow start this season after breaking his collarbone against West Ham United. But how he's relishing this scene tonight. Provan tackles very firmly, but gets the ball wide. Hegarty's very good in the air. Frank Coppell, he's seen a great deal of the ball in the opening quarter of an hour or so. Another man who's seen a lot of the ball, Willie Pettigrew. Being allowed to turn. That's aimed for Dodds. Well, that's what you call an incisive tackle from Mark Reid. The throw in to United. Chance for Sturrock to screen it and turn. There's the cross. And that one just sliding off Pettigrew's head, but he got it in front of the Celtic defence and almost made it 2-0. A good turn from Paul Sturrock. And when the cross came over, defenders were caught on the wrong side of Pettigrew, but the ball just squirming off his head wide of the post. Breaking between Burns and Holt, and Burns reacts quicker. The cover is there from Hegarty. Now McGarvey. The marker is near, but McGarvey has done well. Well, that was Celtic's best effort of the match. It was just touched wide eventually by George McCluskey, and the build-up was quite superb inside that United box. Frank McGarvey turning and twisting, creating the space, and the ball to the near post, almost giving Celtic an equaliser. Coppell once more. Just beyond Dodd, there's Phillip. A good interception from McGrain. There's Dodds being hustled from behind by Aiken. No free kick, says the referee. Now Pettigrew, brilliantly chested down for Payne. That's a corner kick to United. The men from Dundee showing lots of confidence. The confidence, of course, that 3 league wins in a row can bring. They haven't lost since Aberdeen won at Tannadice a few weeks ago. And Dodds really should have made it goal number 2. What a marvellous chance he had. Now it's Burns on the break. A big gap appearing on the right side of the United defence. Derry trying to close it. There's the cross. Headed out by Bannon. George McCluskey. Coppell pumps it clear. Well, it's a marvellous match so far. Going from end to end, no sign that either side is content to play a containing game. And that's a bonus for the supporters braving the dreadful conditions. Corner kick to Celtic. Charlie Nicholas, a well-crooked figure there in the box. Back to McGrain. McAdam is there. Well, you can see just how close that one was. The cross came over from Danny McGrain. McAdam found space in the box. A lot of power in that header. And how unlucky he was. For Hamish McAlpine. McAdam, timing in the air is immaculate. That tells you what conditions are like. George McCluskey and Frank Coppell hitting the deck very, very easily. Now McCluskey. Through the gap for McGarvey. Has good control. Here's McGarvey. Quite superb goalkeeping from Hamish McAlpine. He advanced a long way to narrow the angle. McGarvey seemed to do everything right, but the goalkeeping saved the day for United. That's Nicholas trying to find a way through that United defence, but he's won a corner kick. And immediately Tom McAdam and Aiken go to join young Charlie Nicholas in the box. There's Aiken. Comes for it, full stretch. Now it's Burns. Great header from McAdam. Forced to try and get a lot of turn in that ball. Just couldn't quite get the angle right, but a lot of power behind the header, just eluding that right-hand post of Hamish McAlpine. Now Sturrock. Look how these United midfield players break from back. This time it's Payne. No misunderstanding with Bannon. McAdam leaves it for McGrain. Pettigrew jumping there with McAdam. Now it's Bannon, that's for Dodds. The safe hands of Pat Bonner. It's a bad one from Reid, about the first bad pass of the night from him. Now it's Payne again. Not Reid redeeming himself. Now Burns. Hegarty falling over, McGarvey resisting the challenge well. It's very tight indeed. The close control of Burns. Robin, not feared of his jersey held there by Coppell, but a throw-in given to United. Towards Hope. The tackling is very tough indeed. Now it's Nicholas going outside. Hegarty. Well, I'm quite sure that'll be a booking for Paul Hegarty. No, the referee content to give the free kick to Celtic. Hegarty, for my money, gets a life. That's his second very hefty tackle in the last few moments. There's Nicholas, the jersey is torn. Pettigrew heading out, all the United players back. Now McGrain. Well, Bannon's onto that one first. Gets the break from Nicholas. Coppell to Dodds. McGrain. Now John Weir. Burns will have to take on Holt himself. Robin offering support, shot. The turn from McCluskey. Beaten out by McAlpine, and it's Bannon who turns it behind. Well, that was all down to Hamish McAlpine once again. McCluskey appeared to get the break on the byline. The driven ball, destined to cause a lot of trouble. McAlpine beat it out, then Bannon was the first man there. United get it away once more. We're into the closing moment of the first half. Davy Provan. Celtic continue the pressure. Well, relieved somewhat there by Bannon. That's it, the half-time whistle. A splendid first half in the cup tie. United leading by that solitary goal, scored in just 3 minutes by number 9, Willie Pettigrew. Marvellous first half, and we'll look forward to you rejoining us for the second half. Back for the second half of this Bells League Cup semi-final second leg. The substitution, Roddy McDonald, comes on in place of George McCluskey, and that means a reshuffle in the Celtic side, with Roy Aitken going straight into midfield, Davy Provan going to his more familiar right-wing berth, and obviously Billy McNeil looking for some extra dig in midfield, and that's not inappropriate because that's an area where United dominated for long spells in the first half, early on particularly, and of course they still got the cushion of that one-goal lead. The rain has started to come down again in torrents during the half-time interval, so stamina and fitness will be very much at a premium as the game wears towards the end, and of course extra time a very live possibility. There's John Weir early involved in the action. Celtic have changed into a fresh strip. Dundee United remaining in the first half garb. There's Celtic breaking now, it's McGarvey. There's the cross, and Coppell playing it out. Aitken coming in, and a challenge from Ian Phillip. The ball breaks back to McGrain. Nicholas trying to turn. Provan available on the right. Well, Celtic showing right from the start that they certainly mean business. There's Roddy McDonald. He's already scored a couple of times this season in that United box. Headed out by Hegarty, getting to that one before McAdam. Provan with a throw. Charlie Nicholas, back to McGrain. Look how tight it is in there. Well read by Neary. A little burst of pace keeps the ball in play. Now here's this United striking pair. Sturrock stumbling. Phillip towards Payne. That's well read by Weir. Now Burns trying to burst clear. Phillip getting back. So the second corner kick in as many minutes for Celtic. There's Tom McAdam. Burns corner kick. Oh, it's misjudged there. What a great chance that was for Frank McGarvey, who stood rooted to the spot. As the ball came over, he obviously thought the United defenders in front of him were going to clear it. The ball came straight to him, and he didn't move a muscle. Here's Holt. Payne, that goes to Pettigrew. Surrounded by Celtic defenders. And that shows the respect that John Weir has for the danger provided by Willie Pettigrew. Pat Bonner organising his defence for this corner kick to United. Davy Dodds, the tall figure at the far post. McGrain heads out. Another chance for Bannon. Near post this time. That is a marvellous goal from Paul Sturrock. And the holders, Dundee United, now firmly in the driving seat, leading 2-0, 3-1 in aggregate. The driven ball from Eamon Bannon from the byline. And Paul Sturrock racing for the near post. That marvellous flick at full tilt. And Pat Bonner hopelessly beaten at the near post. A goal of the highest quality, and one which puts Celtic right back on the reserves of courage and strength and stamina. An opening burst from Celtic which looked as though it might wear down the United defence. And the thing they had to beware, the fast break from United. And a goal certainly fit to take any side into the final of a cup competition. Scored by Sturrock. That was his 15th goal of the season, United's leading scorer. And he won't have scored many better. Now it's Frank Coppell. The Celtic crowd completely stunned. That shouldn't present too much difficulty, but there's Holt at the back. The far post ball, and that's won by McGrain. Now Graham Payne. Well, little Graham Payne almost doing something he does very rarely, heading the ball home. Total disarray in that Celtic defence. Their concentration appears to have been hopelessly shattered. And there was Graham Payne, almost making it goal number 3. So 10 minutes of the second half gone. United leading by 2-0. And all that Celtic pressure has gone for nothing at the start of the second half. Now Nicholas. He's been allowed to turn. Weir teeing it up for Burns. Out by Coppell. Ian Phillip and Charlie Nicholas fighting for it. That's Celtic's throw. Frank McGarvey. Here's Bannon, the man who's created both United goals. Davy Dodds very firm in the tackle. He's got Pettigrew inside. Dodds going alone. Well, they created a good angle, but the shot had no power at all. Here's Hegarty. Bannon robbed by McGrain. And the rain still beating down steadily here. Nicholas trying to find some room. Davy Provan. Coppell being as decisive as he has been all evening. Nicholas. Coppell lets him turn. He might pay for that. It's not out yet. Well, the linesman's flag was up as McGarvey tried to turn that shot from Weir into the opposite corner. So it wouldn't have counted. Breaking clear for Holt. Now if that had beaten Reid, there would have been trouble. Sturrock going in behind him. Sturrock back to Holt. That's United's throw, and they'll be content to keep the ball in that part of the field, deep inside the Celtic half. 15 minutes of the second half gone. Once again, Sturrock winning the corner kick. Well, it was certainly the efforts of Paul Sturrock and Willie Pettigrew that combined to win the League Cup last year at Dens Park on a very similar night against Aberdeen. And they're going a long way towards it again. There's Hegarty on the line. Hegarty coming for it. He's got his head to it. Off the line by McGrain. Paul Hegarty took up his position at the near post. Came off the post for the cross. Won the jump with Bonner. And there was McGrain to keep Celtic hopes alive. Willie Pettigrew. Holt, Sturrock. That seemed to be a foul, yes. It's a free kick to United. And United doing a very good job of retaining possession, keeping the ball in the Celtic half, keeping the pressure on. There's the free kick. Well, what a chance that was. First of all for Davy Dodds, and he certainly should have scored. And then with the left foot of Willie Pettigrew, that chance more difficult. But United certainly should be 3 up. Look at the room Dodds has here, the time he has to tee up the shot. And there the chance is wasted. Bonner beaten again at the near post. Here's trouble. Cleared off the line. Well, these near post corner kicks causing all sorts of bother for that Celtic defence. The threat posed by Paul Hegarty, too much to handle. Bonner caught in 2 minds at the near post. And once again, Celtic scramble it clear. Pettigrew. That's a great turn. And the touch from Pat Bonner prevents Davy Dodds making it goal number 3. What a great turn from Pettigrew on his left foot. The cross pushing Bonner to full stretch. And he just did enough to prevent Davy Dodds tying the match up for United. Nicholas forced back to Reid. McGarvey teeing it up for Nicholas. Support square from Aiken. Now McGrain. Robin trying to shake himself free of Bannon. Trying to nutmeg the United man. Winning the free kick. McGrain wants to take it, if Bannon will go back far enough. There's McDonald. Roddy McDonald! The pressure from the United defenders, enough to prevent him from getting all the direction and power he wanted behind that one. McDonald's header. Payne getting up above Weir. Now good play by Burns. Here's McGarvey. Support the far side from Nicholas. And once again the United cover arrives. The cross is there. Ball is still in play. Celtic switching the point of attack to the right. Here's McGrain. That's into space for Aiken. And he wasn't picked up going into that box. Roy Aiken had a great chance. Couldn't quite control it tightly enough, but now it's McGrain. That's a throw in to Celtic. The momentum building up now from Celtic. Davy Dodd's clearance, McAdam returns it. Away by Phillip. Once again it's Nicholas. Look how easily he slips his man. A great cross to McGarvey. And it's been that sort of night for Celtic. A fine header, but straight at Hamish McAlpine. Nicholas causing the trouble on the far side. Slipping his man, a beautiful left foot cross. And McGarvey's header gathered in by McAlpine. So into the closing quarter of an hour, and Celtic really will have to make some impression on that 2-goal lead very, very soon if they're going to have any continuing interest in the League Cup. Bit of holding there by Burns, just taking a hold of Holt's jersey. The free kick to United. Danny McGrain organising a defence. Taken shot. Holt. So Starrock. Oh, he's turned Reid brilliantly. Look at the cross for Dodds. McGrain did enough, marking him very tightly. Now Bannon. The far post again. Davy Dodds turns it back. But the ball was out. And once again the Celtic defence can breathe for a moment, but only for a moment, because that's a corner kick to United. Davy Dodds posing the threat that time. Here comes Hegarty again. Now these near post corner kicks have caused a lot of trouble so far. A low one this time, picked out by Weir. There's the return ball, and it's Ian Phillip's shot, saved by Bonner. Well, that would have been a fine ending to the match for Ian Phillip. He's played superbly. He took that one first time, and Bonner did very well, advancing from his line to block it. Header by Pettigrew. Here's Starrock. Support's arriving. He's got Holt on the outside. Here's the cross. And it's Willie Pettigrew. And really this United attack can carve up the Celtic defence almost at will, apparently, when they go down that right flank. The chance for Johnny Doyle, who's still inside that Celtic dugout, or just emerging now to warm up. Pettigrew trying to get it back to Neri. Now Nicholas has space. Hegarty blocking his path. Roddy McDonald. McGrain. It's inside Provan. The has caught Provan on the wrong foot. Celtic's throw. Oh, here comes Johnny Doyle. Number 13 board. And that might well be a midfield player coming off. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, it certainly isn't. It's Frank McGarvey going off. So that's striker for striker at the Celtic side. And Doyle hasn't got a lot of time to do much. A little over 10 minutes. There he goes, busily into action. Sturrock again. McAdam playing it forward. Hegarty's turns. Now Doyle. Philip does enough and gives Dodds the chance to break. And once again that United support arrives. Barron's pass cut up by Doyle. Yes, just holding off Doyle with his left arm, the free kick to Celtic. Here's Provan. Dodds getting back. And that's Provan crowded out once more. Coppell forcing it on. McAdam. The 1-2 with McDonald. Bad ball forward. There's Pettigrew. Now he might go all on his own. He's got Sturrock wide on the outside. No danger for Celtic. There's Dodds. That's it. The perfect finish to a marvellous move. Davy Dodds makes it 3-0. And once again, the build-up, quite magnificent. Pettigrew picked it up, he moved right. Sturrock was in loads of space in the far side. He took it towards the corner of the box. Pettigrew went to the near post, Dodds to the far post. And there's the goal, which surely takes United into the League Cup final. Jim McLean coming down from the director's box, not permitting any slackening whatsoever. And that's when he's winning. Nicholas playing it on. Hegarty doing well to keep the ball in play. That's Nicholas. Impeded surely. John Holt is the offender. That's a free kick to Celtic. Has never stopped running. Here's Burns trying to go all the way. Another man has never stopped running. Willie Pettigrew. But the Celtic defence totally in control of that situation. Cal finds clearance. There's the United keeper. John Weir. Out from Phillip, there's Aiken, now McGrain. That's Neary heading out. Now Pettigrew, every time the ball breaks towards the United strikers, you can sense there's danger of something happening, but this time it's young Mark Reid setting up something for Celtic, but Provan can't keep up the pressure. Superb tackle by McGrain. Coppell returns it. Now it's taken. Weir seeking out Doyle. Good play by Doyle. Measuring the cut back, but just misjudging it slightly. Phillips steps in. Pettigrew thumped from behind by MacDonald. United's free kick with just 5 minutes left for play. Now McGrain. Nicholas. Aiken to Provan. Cut off by Mary. Provan appeared to be pushed. Bannon to Dodds. Payne takes over. Coppell. Bannon keeps it in play. Phillip. Payne. Possession football from United. Celtic's throw. McAdam and MacDonald. Cut off by Holt. Payne back to Coppell. Well, the referee's checking his watch. 45 minutes are up. That's it. Dundee United are through to the final of the League Cup for the second year in a row. There's Jim McLean disappearing up the tunnel. There's Davy Dodd, the man who scored the third goal after Willie Pettigrew gave United the lead after just 3 minutes. Goal number 2 from Paul Sturrock. But overall, a magnificent performance from Dundee United. They hadn't a weakness. They took the initiative from the start, and Celtic simply had no answer on the night.
So the final score here at Parkhead, 3-0 for Dundee United, an absolutely brilliant performance by the Tannadice side. And now on the 6th of December it's going to be an all Dundee final, because in the other semi-final tonight at Dens Park, Dundee beat A United in a thrilling game by 3-2. The scoring was 1-1 at half-time, then 2-1 for Dundee. Back came here to make it 2-2, and then Dundee scored the winning goal late in the game to make the final score 3-2. Williamson, Sinclair and Fraser scored for Dundee, and Christie and McCall for Ayr. The verdict I have on that game is a game of outstanding entertainment, and that I think is certainly true of the match we've just seen at Parkhead. And joining me here in the rain is the Dundee United manager, Jim McLean. Jim, clearly one of the best performances I think you must agree by Dundee United for a long time.
Well, even I was pleased tonight, so that says volumes for how the players played.
Yes. Did you feel that the early start to the match, the important first 5 or 10 minutes, was critical for the side tonight?
Well, it was very important for the attitude of our players to get out there and be positive right for the word go. And without any shadow of doubt, that's where we won the game, was the way we started the match. And right from there, we kept being positive with our passes and getting tight to the Celtic players.
There are two great cliches about Dundee United. One is that they can't play football in Glasgow, and the other is that they like to defend. I think that you finally laid these two bogies tonight.
You forgot about the most important one, is that we can't score goals. And when you think that we had 3 kicked off the line tonight and 1 hit the bar and we've scored 3 goals, obviously I'm really pleased with the performance. But could I just also say that tonight I witnessed, in my opinion, the finest display of supporters and what supporters mean to football clubs by the Celtic supporters here tonight. They were absolutely magnificent to be singing and cheering the way they were at 3-0 down, and I don't think that I will ever be one of their favourites, but I must pay tribute to their display here tonight. They were absolutely magnificent.
Jim, that's a really nice thing to say. Did you feel at the start of the match that the early goal settled the side, that tremendous run by Bannon down the left that set up the chance for Pettigrew? Did you feel that that was the turning point perhaps in the whole match?
No, I think that was a very important point for us because we had to get in front of Celtic. But I think the basic thing was we had to be positive with our passes. We had to get people forward. And make no mistake, we never changed any basic tactics tonight from what we normally play here at Parkhead or at Ibrox. The difference was that our players really believed that they'd something to prove. They really believed they could win it after the performance at Tannadice. And with no disrespect to Celtic, I think they proved it here tonight.
Your second goal again, just coming at the right time for you. Celtic beginning to push, try to get back into the game. A lovely crossball from Bannon, an ear post flick with great skill.
Yes, really, I think that every goal came at the vital time, and once the third one went in, I was starting to feel a wee bit confident that we would be there in the final again. But without any shadow of doubt, the first one was absolutely vital to get in front of Celtic. But as you say, Celtic were definitely pushing a bit, just obviously had to push just after half-time, and we had to get a goal in. But I feel at all times we were in complete control of the match.
It was a very fine game, a very entertaining game. You had a lot of good individual performances. You had Neri, Hegarty, tremendous. I thought Bannon was very skilled, a bit more of the old Willie Pettigrew as well. And Celtic too, for their part, had some fine performances. McGrain also playing extremely well. It was a night, I think, to be proud of Scottish football in many ways. Jim, would you agree with that?
Well, I think it's easy for me being part of the winning setup to feel the way I do, but everything you say I completely agree with. I thought that Celtic players were magnificent in the way that they kept trying to play and at no time resorted to stupid or foul tactics. But I also would like to give a word of praise due to the three officials here tonight. I felt that they were right on top of their job from the word go, and they made sure what the players really respect a referee who is prepared to stand by his decisions, and I felt the three officials were right on top of their job right for the word go.
Nice to hear a manager saying that. Now finally, Jim, the big question, Dundee in the final. I suppose that first of all you're going to try and work out where it's going to be played. That's going to be the story tomorrow morning. Where do you think it's likely to be played?
Well, I haven't even spoken to our directors about this. I haven't even discussed it. Reporters have been trying to talk about a brothers final. They've been trying to talk about an all Dundee final. And all I was hoping for was Dundee United to be there, because it means that we've still a chance of winning the trophy. But the one thing I will add, that my own personal opinion is, I don't think that the supporters should be made travel to even Perth or to Edinburgh or to Aberdeen. I feel that the most important people in the game are the people that come and stand on the terraces. And I honestly feel that even if we lost a toss, if that was the way that it was going, I honestly feel that it would be better two legs actually, and the two supporters getting money out it and also seeing it at both grounds, because there's people won't go into Dens even when we're playing there, and there people won't come into Tannadice when Dundee's playing there. But my basic thoughts are at the moment that I don't think the fans should need to travel out with Dundee.
Fine, well there we are, Jim. There's a nice warm dressing room there, and there's a nice happy bus to go back to Dundee in tonight. I won't keep you from those two pleasures any longer. Jim, thank you very much for talking to us.